Dull.
What? It's fine, darling. I find, you know what? I find this purse sexy.
That is...
My little tiger.
I don't have that. That's you're finding yourself sexy, which doesn't surprise me.
Ooh, look at her. This is her. She's really growling.
Dull, I couldn't make that noise if I tried.
Matty and Esther, who would have guessed their underage grandparents?
Welcome to Underaged Grandparents. I'm Esther Acton.
And I'm Matty Acton. We became grandparents before turning 40. That is what this podcast is all about, sharing that story, plus still raising small children.
Stick around and we'll make you feel normal.
If you're a new listener to the podcast, welcome. Thank you. We appreciate you. If you've been here before, you may realise that we have been on hiatus for 3 weeks.
Yes.
We went on holiday.
Yep.
That was 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And 1 week was CBF.
Yeah.
Too much stuff happening at the end of school term. So we were like, we just cannot make it happen.
I was travelling for work and we were trying to get organised for this trip, which was a massive adventure and not our usual Bali relaxing, drinking bintangs at 9 a.m. situation.
Bartering for basketball jerseys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shopping and basically laying by the pool is what we normally do. But this time there was no shopping because there was basically maybe only an IGA in every second town or something we went to.
We hired a caravan.
Yep.
And we went to the outback of Queensland. And for most of it, we were completely off-grid.
Yes.
So no phone reception, no electricity, no water. What we had in the van
Yes.
on solar and water tanks was all we could use.
Yes. And I survived.
How did you find it? Because I know you were super nervous about it.
I think the things I was nervous about was more things out of my control, like, you know, towing the van and what that was going to be like for you, if that was going to be super stressful.
Because I'd never towed a caravan before.
Yeah, stuff like that mainly, like being on dirt tracks and stuff and, you know, whether or not we would flip the van. Really, that was the thing I was stressed about. If I'm completely honest.
And the thing is, what you need to know about my darling wife here is what she will do is she'll take a situation, she'll think of the most catastrophic, worst thing that could possibly happen that is even ridiculous.
But that actually makes me feel better to do that. Do you know
makes
that?
you feel better to think about the worst possible outcome.
I have to think about the worst possible thing that could happen and then pull myself back from that and go, well, that's not going to happen. So there's other things that could go wrong. But, like, really, even if that worst thing happened, life would still go on. So I have to.
If I flip the
do.
caravan on its head, you're like, life will still go on.
Well, it will. I mean, it would be very expensive exercise and, you know.
We had insurance.
Yeah. But
we went to Charlotte Plains, this place, which is amazing. It's about 8.5 hours from Brisbane. And it's got an artesian basin in it. And essentially what that is like bore water, and it comes straight out of the ground at 42 degrees.
yeah.
It's like the hottest water. I reckon it was hotter than that.
So I have my bath so hot that Eden barely wants to get in with me because I love it as hot as it. Like I practically run hot water to get in. But that was hot for me.
Yeah.
Like putting my legs in, I was like, oh my God, this is hot. Like you have to get used to it.
The hardest part's putting your bits in. Your
Nah.
feet, you're like, oh. But then I got to my balls and I was like, oh my God.
For me, it was the opposite. It was my extremities, like my hands and my feet, which are the coldest parts of your body.
Really?
They actually physically hurt to go in the water. But the middle section's very warm on me, baby. So it was, you know, that's probably 42 degrees as it is.
It was a lot of fun. It's something we've never done. It's something I would do again.
Oh, 100%. It was amazing.
And it was interesting because usually when we holiday, it's either just us, like you,
The four
me,
of us.
Xander and Eden.
Yeah.
We haven't, we've done like short holidays with Ethan and his wife.
Ethan and Matty, yeah.
Or we'll take my mum away on holiday.
Yeah.
But it's our probably first time travelling with two other
couples.
families.
Yeah, correct. It is.
So there was in total 6 adults and 6 children.
Correct, yeah.
The trip always starts, everyone's having a good time, it's all good, it's all fun, la-da-da. And then each couple...
Because everyone's on holidays. So
Yeah.
you, like, who's not happy when you're not working? Like,
Yeah.
it's the best.
But then the cracks start to appear where each couple has their moment.
I feel like I had all all my moments with everybody on the first night. Remember when we went, because we stopped halfway to Charlotte Plains at a place called Ninda Gully Pub.
Yep.
And it was...
was that the night you got cranky at me?
Yeah, so I had a fight with you and I had a fight with Eden. And I sort of like had my spit that night, remember? I think it was hormones related.
No, it was because you'd had a lot of wine and I wanted to go to bed early and you were like, don't be lame, come out. Come outside. I said, I'm tired. I've been driving for hours.
Yeah.
And tomorrow I have to drive again. It's all right for you, Miss Passenger Princess, drinking rosé. I have to get up and be responsible tomorrow.
Well, I learnt my lesson anyway, and I was happy for the rest of the holiday. I don't think I had any more moments.
No, there was the first moment, and I know they listen to the podcast, so you guys are going to hear this. Tiffany and Callum, who was another couple, they had a fight, and no one really knew that they were arguing until the caravan door got slammed. Yeah. And we were sitting at the fire, and we were like, ooh, they never came back out. We're like, something's on in there.
Yeah.
But that was like not terribly bad.
But I think it has to happen. Like we had words in the car with no one else around, like because you were up me for stressing out and going, drive in the middle.
Yeah, I had to tell you to chill. Did Kyla and Rick have an argument?
Yeah, they did. They had one night. They had a fight. I can't even remember why actually.
Yeah.
It was the night before we left to go to Bingara. Yeah.
Bingara, that was another place where we went to go fishing. That would have been, I don't even know what that was about. I reckon I had my moment in the last couple of days of the trip.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure if I sound it, but I got sick.
Yeah. And then you coughed directly into my mouth for 2 nights. And then I got sick.
Well, you shouldn't have been trying to kiss me. But
I was trapped against the wall of the caravan and couldn't get away from your coughing.
I get man flu, and I'll be the first to admit
it.
When I get sick and I get a cold.
You get sicker than everybody.
I reckon it's something to do with my allergies, but I just get irritated.
More than usual.
So irritable. And, you're in a small van and we were out in places where it was like
freezing cold.
-1. And I was just annoyed.
Yeah.
And I had to.
And you just can't hide it. You're not a good person at hiding when you're annoyed.
I try.
I can push it way down deep and just unleash it later. You can probably, there's still cracks.
Yeah. No, you are better at it. You're right. You do. You get through the moment. But I can't. I'm too emotional. And I think it shows.
And I'm not very emotional.
There was one day where we got to this spot, a friend's farm at Wollongara, beautiful place, and we were setting up the vans, and I was having trouble getting things set up.
Yeah.
And I felt so sick, and I just wanted to go for a nap, and I didn't even finish setting up the van. I just announced to everyone, I said, I'm sick, and I'm angry, and I'm going for a sleep.
And you did. There's nothing wrong with that.
And then I came out and drank rum after that.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. You soldiered on. But I think that's what makes the holiday is when everybody has their moment because you get to know them.
Yeah.
You're like, this is you, and I'm happy. I'm here for it. I wanted to see the real you. So I don't think it scares anyone off.
Nah, but the funny thing is no one was like trying to hide it. So the last night of the trip, after 2 weeks, we all were sitting around the fire and we talked about what our favourite parts were and our least favourite parts were, and then we all pointed out each other's arguments through the week as well.
Yeah.
I apologise. I'm going to cough in your ear a lot during this episode. But it was so much fun. Highly recommend it to anyone who wants to do something different. If you think you want to get lucky on a holiday like that, it ain't going to happen.
Although that was something that the couples we all discussed pretty much every day too.
Yeah.
It was like whether or not anybody got to throw a leg in the caravan. And I think you had the least.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we have the preteen in our caravan. So that makes it exceptionally hard.
The other couples, they had younger kids, so it was able to.
Whereas Zander will purposely stay awake until you fall asleep.
Of course.
Because he does not want you even touching me.
No. Yeah. So we waited till he went fishing one day and we locked the caravan door and he couldn't come back in. Yeah, but no, a lot of fun. Highly recommend giving it a crack. And speaking of that child as well, Zander, our 12-year-old, stick around because later in the podcast, we had to pick him up from the pub.
Yes.
We will explain why our 12-year-old took himself to the pub coming up very shortly.
Mm-hmm. So I feel like the universe is trying to teach me some lessons lately. And they're lessons that you probably have been trying to tell me, things I should change about myself for quite some time. But I feel like things are becoming obvious now to me, and I'm like, I have to change, okay? But I'm going to find it really hard, and I'm probably going to be annoying about it.
Why does the universe have to tell you that I'm right? Why can't you just tell me that I'm right?
Unless you've been orchestrating these things, but I don't think you could have. But so 2 things have happened. One happened the week before we went on our trip, and I was getting last minute things. I was a little bit stressed. I had Eden with me. We were going to Kmart to get a few things, and I was getting your car washed at the same time. Anyway, that's only relevant.
Hear that? It's partly my fault.
No,
because she was getting my car washed.
It's relevant because of the end of the story. But so we're in Kmart. I leave my bag wherever. You are always up me that I leave my bag in the car. I'll leave my wallet on tables. I'll just leave my stuff behind and just trust that the universe is going to make sure that nothing happens to it.
One of my main gripes is you leave it on the passenger seat of the car.
Yeah.
Wherever you park your car. And I just feel like that's an invitation for...
The car's locked.
Yeah, but... Oh, there's a handbag. I wonder how I would get to that. Smash.
Okay.
Pull it out.
Maybe that's to do with you. Anyway, I'm learning my lessons. So Edie had the trolley. My bag was in the bit where a baby would sit, just open, hanging open. I had my phone in my hand because I had a list of things to get. Eden was distracted in the baby section because she likes to buy her fake dolls, real baby clothes. Mm-hmm. And I said to her, I'm just going to go for a little wander, do a few things, and then I'll come back. You just walk around with the trolley while you're doing your thing. I left my bag with her.
She's 9.
Come back, we finish off our shopping. As we're walking to the registers, there's 3 girls in school uniform, teenage girls, who act very strangely towards me. As we walk towards them, they kind of like freeze, stare at us, and then scuttle off. And I was like, that's very strange behaviour. Like I didn't know I was so terrifying. We go through, I pay on my phone, go out to take our stuff out to the car, which has been cleaned. When I went to get out my credit card to pay for the car, my wallet wasn't in my bag. And I knew I'd had my wallet because I had tried to pay for the car before we went in. So then I start to panic. I'm like, where is my wallet? I'm going through the trolley. I knew it was in my handbag. So we go back in. We're walking around Kmart. We're doing all the things. But I'm getting stressed out. I'm like, and Eden said, I said to her, was anyone hanging around you? Like, when you had the trolley, or did you leave the trolley? It's not your fault, but did you leave the trolley and walk away from it? And she said, oh, those girls were like saying to me, oops, sorry, excuse me, and like walking around me a bit. She goes, but no one else. And I was like, oh, okay, I think I know what's happened. So I went in and talked to the people that came out. They were lovely. They said that particular section didn't have cameras. So they were like, we can watch the cameras around the area, see if we can pick anything up. You know, obviously they'll put a hold on it if anyone tries to use my cards or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I go about like putting holds on my cards on my app, I'm fluffing around with it. And I'm like, I need to go back and actually get the car from these guys. And the whole time I'm thinking, Matt is going to kill me. He's going to be like, this is exactly what I've told you. You're so irresponsible. You never look after your things. Anyway, so then...
I wouldn't say it like that. I'm like, babe, how many times have I...
How many times?
Because Esther will do that. She'll leave it there. I'll pick it up and I'll carry it. I'll be like,
Or he'll get out of the car, walk around the side where I've just gotten out, open my car door, get my handbag and give it to me and be like, don't leave that on the seat. Anyway, I'm learning lessons. I go back to the place to get your car, the car wash guy, and he's trying to hand me his phone, and I'm going, like, what is going on? Because he wasn't really communicating with me. I took the phone and he said, and it was the owner of the car wash, he said, your wallet's been found. It's with the customer service people at the shops. The ticket that said that you had a car in here getting washed was in the wallet, so she knew that you'd be coming back to get the car, so she called us.
So these girls have swiped your wallet, did you have cash in it?
I had some cash in it, but I went to the customer service lady, I looked in the wallet, all my cards are there. Everything's there. My wallet's still there, which, was a gift from someone and is a real Louis Vuitton.
And this is what I found so funny about this whole story. So they swipe, how much money?
$30.
Okay,
would have been the max that I had in there.
They obviously do this regularly to know, let's not take the cards, because if you tap one of those cards, they'll look at the security camera, get done. You know what I mean?
Potentially,
So they've gone quick cash. Little did they know that
the actual wallet.
It was worth like $1,000, wasn't it?
Something like that. It was a gift from a friend.
For your 40th birthday.
Yeah.
And they would have gone, Bali wallet.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it was found in a garden. Yeah.
And this is the other argument I always tell her people. I say, honey, that is a very expensive wallet. If you're going to use it as an everyday wallet, you need to treat it like it's cash value. Like you're constantly carrying that much money on you. If you lose it or it gets stolen.
I'll be sad, but I don't put a lot of value on stuff like that.
No, I know. She's learnt nothing.
I have.
She's learnt nothing.
I have.
But people are going to look at that and be like, oh, look at that just sitting right there.
Okay.
So you got it back.
Yeah.
Did you contemplate not telling me? Were you like, I'm just not going to
How am I going to get away with this?
Yeah, I'm not going to tell Matt.
100%.
You could have bribed Eden. If you told Eden not to tell me, she probably would have kept her mouth shut.
Well, she was really upset. She felt responsible. And I kept saying to her, it's not your fault, it's not your fault. And the worst part was I kept running into every person that I knew while this was all unfolding as well. I'm like panicked and trying to deal with it. And there was just people.
Hey, I've lost my wallet.
Sorry, got stuff to do.
But it's hard because it's not your fault that someone stole from you, of course. But it just sucks that you got to be like that today. You know what I mean? You can't leave anything sitting anywhere.
Well, I just need to be more vigilant. I've learned.
I don't know about being more vigilant, maybe just vigilant. You're anti-vigilant at the moment, baby.
I know.
You're just so. What is it that you don't think? Like you stress about me flipping a caravan, but you don't even give a second thought to maybe someone might steal my handbag.
No, I don't. I actually just think, I don't know. I always think people are too good for that.
No, you don't know people.
You know?
No, you're too nice. That's your problem.
So.
I want to play some audio here. We need to get our headphones in. Now, these apps have been around for ages, and they're sleep recording apps. So I obviously do breakfast radio, for those who don't know. I get up quite early, and I wanted to kind of monitor how much I'm sleeping and how good my sleep is, because I just feel tired all the time. Is it the fact that I turn 40 next year, or is it that I don't sleep? And so I've been using this app at nighttime, and what it does is it records sounds throughout the night.
As well as you're sleeping?
Yeah, so you put in when you go to bed, you go, I'm going to sleep, and then you press it when you go, I'm waking up.
Yeah.
And then you give it analytics to say, how did you feel and whatever. And then I think if it hears you move through the night, it makes a note and says, there might be awake for the moment. But it's been recording audio of our bedroom.
Okay.
So
when's this from?
This is from the last 2 nights.
Okay.
This is, and I can't believe you sleep through this, or this might wake you up. This is my coughing.
Yeah, I'm aware. I hear that all night.
Does that wake you up?
Yeah, sometimes. Don't you hear me flipping over and getting real cranky?
No.
Okay.
No.
Because you're sleeping through that?
No, I'm awake when that's happening. I'm absolutely awake. You've been sick as well, but your cough's just a little bit more dainty than mine. Meanwhile, I'm like trying to get a lung.
Actually, the other day, Zander said to you, Can you just cough quieter?
No.
Because your cough is like, it's a hacking cough.
Is
it's
it?
so loud. It is the loudest cough I've ever heard.
It's because I've got a tickle in the back of my throat. You know when you get a cough and you just cannot
Yeah, but
get to the tickle.
I feel like most people try and like cough as quietly or like get it over with fast, but you like go full pain, full throttle, cough hard. And yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how you still have a voice, to be honest.
No, well, that's why you can hear I'm starting to lose it. But then, of course, when you're sleeping, there is snoring. And I think...
You snore a lot.
Excuse me, you snore
do.
as well.
No, I don't.
You do? How would you know if you snore or not?
Because you would wake me up.
I do. When you snore, I do. I give you a little, like, kick.
Do you?
Yeah, just a little brush with my toe
Okay.
to let you know. Now, I thought it was all my snoring, but I found 2 separate snores on here.
Uh-huh.
And I have a
Yeah,
case.
both your style. There's no doubt in my mind.
No, I don't think that they can be.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to play it to you. You tell me, is this me snoring?
Yes.
That's my snore.
Yes. That's one of them.
No, you were just saying that. Now, that's quite loud, right? That's right beside the phone. Because the phone is on my side of the bed. That's me snoring. And I thought, yeah, that's poor Esther. You know, how does she deal with that? How does she sleep through that? And then how does she still find me somewhat attractive? Then I came across another snore. And the snore sounds like it's from the other side of the room.
You might have rolled over, but go.
No. This is from the other side of the bed.
That is not me.
Does it not sound like it's from further away?
Dull, that is definitely your nose. It is.
I don't think that it is. Stop texting me.
It's you rolled on your other side, Dull.
It's not.
It is.
That sounds like it is from the other side of the bed.
I am going to download this app and I will have it going, but I promise you, both of those snores are you.
That absolutely, without a shadow of a doubt, sounds like it is from the other side of the bed.
But that doesn't sound like me. I don't have that much depth in my nasal cavity.
You do, darling.
I don't. Not like that. Wait for this bit. No, this next bit. That's not even possible with my face. It's not.
I think it is. Trust me, I didn't want it to be
you're
you.
a dreamer. That is not me.
I will 100%. I will take.
What time of the day was that,
I
apparently?
will take responsibility.
What
that
time
is
of the
me.
night was it?
I think it was about 11:30.
Oh, I can promise you that wasn't me.
Then maybe that's you.
No, they're both you.
That's not the same
Dull.
person.
It is. I'm telling you now, your snores never sound the same. They're always different. Depends on what side you're laying on. Depends if you're on your back.
Don't be ashamed of it, babe. We all do it.
Nice try,
We all
mate.
snore.
But it's not me.
You know what I do want to get? And do you think it would be the end of...
You want a sleep apnea machine?
Yeah, I want a CPAP machine.
Get one.
Well, apparently you have to need one. But the reason I want
You have to need
one...
if someone came and did a sleep test on you, they would be like, let's just put him in a full body one. They would.
Apparently...
Let's just cocoon this motherfucker.
Oh, she's all annoyed now because she's heard her own snore.
Put him in one of those NICU
A bubble.
units.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've heard that the CPAP machine, and I would love to hear from anyone if husband's got one or maybe you've got one, can you send us a message, Underaged Grandparents Podcast on our Instagram. Apparently, if you have a CPAP machine on after a big drinking session, the intake of oxygen over the night actually halves or almost gets rid of your hangover. So apparently you wake up with less of a hangover after a big drinking night.
Do you think that's why you get worse hangovers than me? Because you can't breathe because of all that snoring. I reckon that's why. That's why, doll.
Don't be ashamed.
I would not be less attracted to you if you were a CPAP machine.
Really?
No.
So what, we get into bed, we kiss each other, you go, good night, babe, and I'm like...
We don't go to the bed at the same time anyway, so I'd just be walking in and like watching you do that instead of hearing all the noises. No, I'm fine with it. I think you should try it.
I think you should try it by the sounds of that. If anyone's got to try it.
Dull. Yeah.
What? It's fine, darling. I find, you know what? I find this purse sexy.
That is...
My little tiger.
I don't have that. That's you're finding yourself sexy, which doesn't surprise me.
Oh, look at her. This is her. She's really growling.
Dull, that isn't even possible. I couldn't make that noise if I tried. You make them all the time.
All right. Well, I'll show you what the app is. You run it on your side of the bed.
I certainly will.
As well, and see what you pick up.
Mm-hmm. Let's do that.
All right. Okay, we want to wrap up today's show with our son, Mr. 12, took himself. We've talked about this a lot. We've talked about the fact that we are in a phase of his life, and I know I've got a lot of friends who are going through this as well, where, you know, as they come into teenage years and they get older, how much freedom do you give them? And he is someone who just, every time he gets something, he'll just push it.
Yeah, so he will say to us, can I go fishing? And we'll say, yes, you can go fishing here. And then he'll say, what about here? Like further away. He's always trying to move the line. Wherever we say this is the boundary, this is the edge, he wants to go past it every time.
So he wanted to go fishing in this spot. It was about an hour away from the house. And we're like, absolutely not.
No.
We're not going to drop you there. Well, he wanted to catch a train there with his mates. I'm like, no way, that's not too far. So we did somewhere a bit closer to home where we allowed him to go. And when he got home, he told us that he'd had a great afternoon at the pub.
Mm-hmm.
And we were like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Now, I didn't know whether I was angry or proud of him for this.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, technically, he didn't do the wrong thing.
No. So basically, they were just hungry.
Yeah.
And they were in a spot where it's probably a 20-minute walk to like all the fast food restaurants and stuff. But there was like a pub there. And so they were like, let's just go in here and get something to eat. Let's just go in here and get a feed, boys, lads. Have a couple of skewies. But they just went and sat at a table and then ordered off the QR code.
Oh, is that how it started? See, I thought they ordered at the counter.
No. So I think some of the boys ordered off the QR code. I think our son had to go to the counter because he had cash.
Yep.
But, yeah, that's one of his mates said that he just ordered off the QR code and then they started bringing out, you know, their drinks and all of that stuff.
So they ordered he told me all they ordered was a couple of bowls of chips.
Yeah.
And then over comes someone who works there. And, you know, obviously you see a group of 12 and 13-year-old boys sitting at a pub and you go, what are you doing here? And they said, we're just getting something to eat. Now, they were unsure, the workers, and fair enough, whether they were meant to be there or not, were allowed to be there, because the Conor McGregor fight was also on for the UFC.
Yeah.
And I think they knew it was on. That's why they were like, let's go watch the fight and have a feed.
Yeah, pay-per-view.
And I looked into it. I Googled it as well. The rules are in Queensland, if you are under the age of 18, you can be in a licensed establishment if you're consuming food.
Okay.
So they didn't do the wrong thing. They were allowed to be there. It just looks bad.
Yeah.
That we sent our kid off fishing with his mates and he ended at the pub.
But I guess, like, think about it. If they had to walk to South Bank and they had to sat down at one of the Mediterranean restaurants or something, they still serve alcohol. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not that different to that, except that this is a pub. So it's like, you know, they were in an outdoor area too. I don't know if they're in the beer garden.
Sitting in the beer garden. Hey lads, let's just go find a beer garden for a Sunday arvo.
But what was cool about it was that then whoever it was, the waitress, gave them a free pizza because apparently the pizza was ordered incorrectly or it was like a surplus to need pizza. So she brought it over to them and gave them a few jugs of lemonade.
And I rate that. I rate that as well because what it was just a group of kids, right?
How many was there? 7 or something? We dropped them, so there was like too many for one car.
Yeah, there were about 7 boys.
Yeah.
7 boys. And I thought about it like, I was a bit funny about it, like, oh, he shouldn't be going into a pub, but they didn't obviously do it recklessly and they didn't want to get alcohol.
No.
And then I was really proud of him because I thought, how is that for a young kid to go into
He's got a lot of confidence.
a restaurant or a pub to get food and do all of that and, you know, he's out of the house and he's fishing. You know, we complain about kids being on devices and the internet all the time and we're, oh, kids these days, blah, 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 blah. But the minute they go and do something, we're so quick to put them down and judge them and say, you shouldn't be here and whatever. So I thought it was awesome from this pub to go, they checked the rules and then they came back and they said, no, you're right, boys, you can stay here.
Yeah.
They let them eat their food. They gave them extra food and then they got them a couple of jugs of lemonade. Yeah. Because they couldn't go, obviously they can't go to the bar and order themselves.
So, no. But they could have maybe through the app. But
yeah. But I just thought that was so cool. Like, you know, most places would just go, oh, no, get out. You're not allowed to be here.
I think our son has a lot of confidence that I wouldn't have had as a 12-year-old girl. There's no way I would have walked in with 6 of my friends to a pub and sat down at a table. I
still feel nervous when I walk into a pub now as a 39-year-old man.
100%. So,
like, who's he looking at me?
So, you know, yeah. I think that's our struggle with him is that he does push the boundaries a lot, but he is a very confident kid. He doesn't have bad intentions ever. No, like, it's not like he's trying to score a vape or, like, do you know what I mean? He's not. He doesn't have bad intentions. Yeah. He just wants to go fishing and have some chips with his mates. Yeah. So it's not, it's a hard one because how hard do you come down on them for stuff like that? And we don't want him going to the pub every Sunday. We did for a Sunday sesh.
We did say to him, this is not the usual. Don't go seeking out pubs.
Because we'll be so freaking jealous if he gets to have a Sunday sesh every Sunday.
That is
the dream.
Sunday, he went fishing and then went to the pub with the boys. I was washing the car at home. What the hell?
Exactly. I was doing like 45 loads of washing.
But it is that thing, and he doesn't quite understand at the moment. So he wanted to on Saturday. He wanted to go night riding with his mates. Yeah. He's like, oh, my mates are going for a bike ride, and they were leaving at 5:30 and getting home at 8:30 at night. And we were like, that is a flat out no. Yeah. And he got really upset because he's like, I'm not going to do anything bad, rah, rah, rah. You're like, I get that, but it's dark and dangerous to be riding.
100%.
And it is a bad look if you know what it's like. If you're out and it's dark and you see a kid on their bike,
I'd be like, where is their mother?
Yeah.
How do their parents know where they are right now? Because it's not just about them and their safety riding when it's dark. It's about community safety as well. Like, what if they ran into someone walking or, you know, walking with a pram with their kid and it's also about psychos. There could be psychos. So, like, that's never going to happen. I don't care how much of a fit he throws.
I had parents growing up, friends' parents, who would let us, like, walk the streets but, like, just close by. And we used to, you know, do the cool thing like the old knock and run. Remember that?
Yeah, it was called, what did Zander call it? It used to be called...
they call it Ding Dong Ditch, but that's America.
Ditch. Yeah.
Can't do that anymore because everyone's got Ring the camera bells.
Absolutely, yeah.
And I'm not condoning this. I did used to rock roofs, which was not good. Because there was where I grew up, everyone had corrugated iron roofs. Mm-hmm. So you could throw...
Was it girls that you were trying to attract attention of? I remember...
don't know.
I remember egging was a big thing in Toowoomba. People's houses used to get toilet papered.
Yeah, that was another thing. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So...
No one can afford that now.
No. So expensive.
Yeah.
Terrible.
And cars would get eggs, like parked cars out the front. You chuck eggs on them.
It's just like destruction of property. Why were we celebrating that?
I think it was the thrill. It did give you a thrill when you did it.
Yeah, true.
You're like, ooh, I'm so bad.
I do remember sneaking out with my friends and doing absolutely nothing, just wandering around the streets for the sake of it, trying to look for something fun to do.
Yeah.
But there was never anything. It was just like the thrill of my parents don't know, but we're like walking around in cul-de-sacs.
Also, we know what we were like. Like the stuff we got up to when we were 15. Mm-hmm. You know, if they're like kids, we're complaining these days about all these kids online and rah, rah, rah. We're like, I think I was drinking Jim Beam bourbon and stealing people's cigarettes.
I had passion pop.
Passion pop. Yeah,
passion pop.
that was big. Fruity Lexia. You drink that wine.
We used to get the Macca's cups, half drink the Coke out of them and then fill the rest up with like this stuff that was cheap, rocket fuel. Disgusting.
Woodstock?
Yes.
Woodstock bourbon, yeah. That was a big
Gross.
thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, times have changed massively. I mean, that stuff probably still happens.
You never know. Maybe that Zander was, topping up those lemonade jugs with some body. Who knows?
Who knows what they were doing? But anyway, there we go. That is the podcast for the week, guys. We are back on deck again. Weekly episodes coming out every week. So make sure you tell your friends about it. Heads up, probably not straight away. I need to work on it, but we are going to have to change our name of the podcast.
Yes, we are.
We've had a meeting with Meta, which is Facebook. And, yeah, a lot of people have told us when you search underaged grandparents, the word underaged actually
Flags you as a creepo.
Which is, I'd never thought about that.
Probably because you're not a creepo.
Well, that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
When we started it, like I thought it was like underage drinking or underaged crime or whatever, but that was kind of the play on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. So we do have to change our name. If you have any good suggestions, send it through.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, ChatGPT only goes so far. Has a real American twang to it too.
I've been using too much GPT lately.
Yeah, same. I'm using it for my second brain.
Yeah, I think it's my first brain at the moment. To be fair, like if I get any sort of thing that won't work, you just ask ChatGPT.
Oh, you did it just before for the cameras.
Yeah, the cameras were playing up. I fixed it.
And I told you it was sexy.
ChatGPT, you thought I was sexy. Yeah, that's right. You were like,
Fixing
it's
stuff.
just fixing it, yeah.
It's before you played the audio of me supposedly snoring.
You know what I was surprised I didn't get?
What?
You farted.
Oh, my God.
You do.
You should hear yourself.
You fart a lot
I'm
in your
surprised
sleep.
it doesn't pick up. You fart.
You fart in your sleep. You do fart in
You
your sleep.
have a bum trumpet.
You do.
It's so loud.
You're like,
No.
shh.
No.
They're only little.
No.
They're just like little. Just little ones. They're cute little ones though.
You're too sick to be horny. That's why you're being mean to me. Yes, you are. Case in point.
Anyway, that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.